Welcome to this training module on CDP data services. In this session, we will focus specifically on Apache Ranger policies within the Cloudera Data Platform. Ranger is the central nervous system for security in CDP, providing fine-grained access control across your data lake and data hubs. We will explore how to define, enforce, and audit these policies to secure your data effectively. Let's start with the core concept. What is Ranger in the context of CDP? Apache Ranger is your centralized framework for defining and managing security policies. Unlike legacy systems where you might manage ACLs on files or database grants individually, Ranger provides a unified interface. Whether your data resides in Hive tables, Kafka topics, or directly in cloud object storage like S3 or ATLs, Ranger controls who can access it. It offers fine-grained control, allowing you to secure data down to the specific column in a table or a specific topic in a stream. This standardization is crucial for hybrid cloud deployments, ensuring your security posture remains consistent regardless of where the data lives. This diagram illustrates the centralized architecture. At the top, we have the Ranger admin console. It defines policies and pushes them down to the various components: Hive and Impala for SQL analytics, Kafka for streaming, and the RAZ layer for object storage. When a user request comes in at the bottom, it is intercepted by these services, which enforce the policies locally to grant or deny access. The most common policy type you will configure is the resource-based policy. To create one, you first define the resource hierarchy for a SQL engine. This means selecting the database, table, and column. Next, you define the allow conditions. Here, you map specific permissions like select or create to your CDP users, groups, or roles. You can also set deny conditions to explicitly block access, which takes precedence over allows. A powerful feature in CDP is the use of variables like user. Using this in a policy path or filter allows you to create a single rule that dynamically restricts users to their own private data subsets without writing hundreds of individual policies. Here is the logic flow for a resource policy. First, you define the resource, such as the sales database and orders table, then you establish conditions. In the upper path, we allow the analysts group the select permission. In the lower path, we explicitly deny the interns group all permissions. Ranger evaluates these rules in real time to determine if a request should proceed. In the public cloud, managing access via AWS IAM or Azure RBAC can be blunt, often restricted to the bucket level. CDP introduces RAZ, the Ranger Authorization Service, to solve this. RAZ enables fine-grained access control for S3 and ATLs. With RAZ, you can have a single cloud bucket, but use Ranger policies to restrict users to specific folders or files within it. This means you don't need to manage thousands of IAM roles. It aligns your cloud storage security model with traditional HDFS permissions, ensuring that a user who has access to a Hive table also has the correct access to the underlying files in S3 without separate configuration. This visual shows the RAZ interception path. A user query attempts to access data. Instead of hitting the storage directly, it passes through the RAZ interceptor. This interceptor consults the Ranger plugin to check if a policy exists for that specific file path. If the policy permits, access to the S3 bucket is granted. If not, the request is blocked before it ever reaches the cloud provider's API. For streaming workloads, Ranger protects your Kafka infrastructure. You define policies primarily on topics. You can control who is allowed to publish data to a topic and who can consume from it. Crucially, you can also secure consumer groups, preventing unauthorized users from joining a group and stealing messages. Additionally, policies extend to the schema registry, controlling who can view or evolve the data schemas. Ranger supports wildcards, so you can easily create a policy for sales to automatically secure all current and future sales-related topics with a single rule. This diagram depicts a Kafka security flow. We have a topic named Sales Events in the center. A producer attempts to publish, and a consumer attempts to consume. The Ranger policy overlooks this interaction. In this scenario, the dotted line shows the policy applying to the topic, explicitly granting the producer permission while denying the consumer, effectively securing the data stream. Ranger goes beyond simple, allows /deny rules with data masking and row-level filtering. Column masking allows you to redact sensitive fields like social security numbers or credit card info dynamically. For example, a data scientist might see a hashed value, while an admin sees the full number. Row-level filtering restricts the data volume itself. You can define a policy where users from the US group only see rows where the country column equals US. These rules are applied at query time, ensuring the underlying data on disk is never altered, providing secure, context-aware access for different teams. This visual demonstrates dynamic masking. Both an HR admin and an analyst query the same customers table. Ranger intervenes at the decision node who is querying. The HR admin follows the path to full data, seeing the complete SSN. The analyst is diverted to the masked data path, where the masking policy transforms the SSN into a redacted format automatically. For scalable governance, use tag-based policies. Instead of writing rules for every single table, you define rules based on logical tags like PII or confidential. These tags are managed in Apache Atlas and synchronized to Ranger. If you create a Ranger policy that says deny access to PII tag for contractors, that rule immediately applies to any column or table tagged as PII in Atlas. This decouples security from physical naming conventions. If a new dataset is ingested and tagged as PII, it is automatically protected without you needing to update any Ranger policies manually. This flow shows the integration between governance and security. Apache Atlas creates and manages metadata tags. It syncs these tags to the Ranger tag service. Ranger then enforces a policy on the PII tag. This single tag policy radiates out to protect diverse assets. Table A, column B, and even stream C, regardless of their physical location. Finally, security is incomplete without auditing. Ranger logs every single access request, whether allowed or denied, providing a comprehensive audit trail for compliance. These logs are stored in Solr or cloud storage like S3, secured by a dedicated Ranger audit role. For operations at scale, you shouldn't rely solely on the UI. You can use the Ranger REST API to automate policy management, allowing you to check in security policies as code in your CI/CD pipelines. When users report access issues, the Audit tab in the Ranger UI is your first stop to verify exactly which policy denied their request. This diagram tracks the lifecycle of an audit event. An access event occurs and hits the Ranger plugin. The plugin evaluates the policy and determines a result, allow or deny. This result is immediately written to the audit log. The log is persisted in Solr or S3 storage. Finally, the admin inspects these logs to prove compliance or troubleshoot access issues.
Welcome to quicktechie.com. So just type in quicktechie.com here. Then you can go through the material which is provided by Quicktechie. So we have first of all video courses which you can go here and you can find the various video courses across the technologies as well as finance domain. So if you see in Microsoft, we have 8 programs currently running. Next, you can go through the ebooks available. So all the ebooks which are in PDF format today, and you can download this. So let me go through Microsoft certification ebooks. You can click on any of this and you can see this is the PDF available for you to download. So these are the premium ebook mostly available on quicktechie.com platform only. Now the second part is exam simulator. As we primarily focus on the all technology companies and finance domain certification preparation material, so this is company wide listed here and you can go through this. So let me go through the Microsoft one again. You can see this is all Microsoft related certification. AB 730 exam, if you open it, so you can see here this, and all the practice papers are available here. Today we have a 5 practice paper. So click on the first practice paper. It would load the questions. You can answer this question. This is way you can answer it and you can move to the next question. Now third material we wanted to highlight is an audiobook. So we started recently with the audiobooks as well, which you can listen on the go, and various technology wise ebooks are available. And at the last, this is our alumni. These people who are subscribing to our courses and this platform, they are all listed here. And at the end, I wanted to tell you, if you find any course or training or certification preparation material which you want to get us prepare for yourself, please put on the comment section. If you're watching on YouTube, on Udemy, or on this platform itself, quicktechie.com, then please put the comment, or you can even send an email to using this contact us options here. You can directly do the WhatsApp message. You can call us on this numbers as well.